434.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down. But don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning on November 27th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf, inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at Double Eagle Golf.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. And now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company. And with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. This is to Get You Happy On Hour. I got my boy Austin back. He's a new father. I'm sure he hasn't gotten a lot of rest, but he's back. So
plenty. I'm chilling. I'm good. Prayers for mama, though.
Glad to have you back, man. I'm real happy for you, and congratulations on that, man.
Appreciate it. It's a big step.
Yeah,
We've taken it. We're going.
There's a new boss in your house now.
And he knows it.
Yeah, he's running everything. He's only like a week old?
9 days.
9 days old, and he's running everything already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome back.
Appreciate
Austin.
it, Ricky.
Yeah. You know, before we get started on the show tonight, I had a question asked me on social media, and I chose to address it on air tonight. And it's a simple question, but I think it's something that's pretty relevant to just about everybody. And the question is, how do you deal with the fear of failure? I don't have the answers for everybody, but it was asked directly to me. And how I choose to deal with fear of failure is real simple. I don't fear anything but God. I do my best, and that's all I can do. And I want to thank the person. I won't call their name, but I want to thank the person for asking me, that question, because it's a serious question, and I don't take anything for granted, like I've said 100 times. I think it's important that people understand that, there is a lot of fear going on, and fear is a big part of our society, and it's pretty effective too, because you can make people do things when they're scared that they wouldn't normally do. But I always say, believe in yourself, make good choices, and be okay with the consequences. Now, you're not going to always make everybody happy, but I haven't found anyone yet that could do that. So that shouldn't be your goal. The goal is real simple. Do the best you can. And if you're blessed to see tomorrow, you get up, dust yourself off, and you try again. I think that's the best way to answer that question. There's a lot going on right now, and the one thing I've got to, before we get started with the show and my guest, I have got to acknowledge my little brother in Tulsa. Man, I appreciate you, Brett, for man supporting the Get Your Happy On movement. That means a lot to me. Real important, real important. And the Get Your Happy On movement, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a mindset, but it's also a lifestyle. It's the way that I choose to look at life. I understand adversity, I understand negativity, and I understand that that's going to be there regardless. But how I deal with it is the most important part. In the past, I didn't always deal with it very well. And it had a lot of consequences. I had to deal with a lot of consequences. But today I choose to look at things a lot different, and it seems like my life is simpler because of it. You know, I got a guest tonight, and I don't know a lot about him, but we're going to learn together tonight. So with no further ado, Manuel, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me, Ricky. Appreciate it.
Well, okay, your name is Emmanuel Hurd, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you go by Chubb.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call you Chubb. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Okay. So Chubb, I want to start off by introducing you to Lincoln, really, because I know you've been here for a while. I get that, but you're a fairly new business owner, which we will get to.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get to that, I'd like to know if you could share with us exactly who is Chubb. Where'd you come from, man? Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Indiana, Richmond, Indiana.
Richmond, Indiana.
At a young age, my parents took us to California, and I was raised out there till about 11. Went back to Indiana till 14, and then back to California, and stayed there till I came out here in 2014.
Okay, so was your parents military or something, or you just knew people in California?
Well, my dad was in California. He was in the military.
Okay,
and then
okay.
That's where he met my mom, and they went to Richmond.
Oh, okay.
And then back out to California.
So what part of California were you in?
From LA. From
LA.
Covina.
Oh, you know, I and we'll get to that too, the name of your place, but I want to keep going. Okay, after you grew up, so you graduated high school in California?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then where'd you go after high school?
After high school, I went on to college, went to Mount Sac.
Mount Sac. Okay.
Went there for about a year, and then chose to work.
I got you. So apparently you have a passion for cooking.
I love it. It's all I want to do.
Yeah, well, you're good at it. I'll give you that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're real good at it. You came out to Lincoln in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Did you start cooking, or what did you do when you first got here?
I came out here to start cooking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I got a good job, started making decent money, kind of got addicted to the money.
Gotcha.
Started traveling, doing all kinds of stuff.
Okay. You say you got a good job when you was here?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was caring for individuals with developmental disabilities.
Oh, okay, okay. So your money was coming in pretty good, and you started kind of moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
So how did that lead you to cooking, though?
Well, through that, I kept, I was catering weddings, small events, and we was going to get a boat. We wanted to try tune. And my wife was like, okay. And then we got approved. And then she was like, it's not a good idea. And so, I kind of pouted a little bit, was upset. 3-4 days later, I'm at work and I get text after text after text of all these food trucks. And so I'm upset. So I call her, why are you sending me all these food trucks if we can't get a boat? And she said, because you came out here for a dream, and I'll be darned if I let you let that go.
Okay.
And that was a fire that lit the firecracker, and boom, I exploded and went on.
So now you apparently you eventually got a food truck. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then you just started kind of doing your own thing and traveling around Lincoln with the food?
2020, I got the food truck.
Okay.
I started doing that.
During the pandemic?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That was brave.
Yeah.
But you had to have some confidence in what you're doing in order to start in a pandemic.
Well, I think I got what it takes.
Yeah. Well, I'm all about believing in self. I mean, I think that before anyone else can believe in you, you got to believe in you.
Exactly.
So you started the food truck. So what was some of your first opportunities?
Some of my first opportunities, we was at I forget the name of the park. It was over there on 27th and Highway 2. That was one of the first ones. And then we was at a school, Did a couple of those. Then we started setting up at the pawn shop on Oak Street. And then from there, just everybody started calling me, man,
Good.
booking us.
Okay, before we go any further, tell us the name of your restaurant.
Soulful Cocina.
I'm so glad to hear you say it because I done mispronounced it so many times.
You saying Cochina?
Yeah, I done said, well, I done called it just about everything except what it really is. So that's why I wanted you to pronounce it so that I wouldn't mess it up trying to tell everybody else.
Yeah, so it's a soulful kitchen. Cocina's kitchen.
Gotcha. Okay. And what kind of foods do you specialize in?
Barbecue and soul food.
Barbecue and soul food. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I tried your food because of a really close friend. It's like a little brother to me. His name is Michael Hunter. He brought me into your brick and mortar.
Yeah.
And before we go any further, your brick and mortar, how long have you had that?
Been there since March 4th of this year.
March 4th. Okay. And where is it located again?
6105 Havelock.
6105 Havelock. Okay. Yeah, I came in there with Michael Hunter, man. And I was like, okay, well, Mike spoke so highly of it. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. And you know what? I actually enjoyed it. It was really nice, man. And then too, this is just a personal thing with me. When I met you, that made it a lot better too, because sometimes the person with no personality will run your business in the ground.
Yeah.
You know, and you was very personable. You was very respectful, and you were humble. Those are things that stood out to me. So that's why, I had an interest. Not only is your product good, but you're a good dude, man. And like I say, what little I know of you, I like, and that's why I kept supporting what you're doing, and I will continue to support you. So you've been doing this. You got the brick and mortar, and you say when now?
March 4th.
March 4th. Now I saw something online. I think you just did an addition to your.
Yeah, we just got a beer garden.
A beer garden.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your hours?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 8. On Sunday, we're open from 12 to 5. And then Mondays, we're from 4 to 8.
Yeah, because I think when I first met you, you weren't even open on Sundays and Mondays.
No.
So when did you start opening up for?
We started that, 3 weeks ago?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm proud of you. Let me say that first of all. I'm proud of you because when you go into business, you find out a lot of things about yourself. Yeah, and I know that firsthand. So I know it. I always thought that when you had a business, life would be easy or easier. But what I found out, and maybe it's different for you, but what I found out was, man, you had to work harder when you work for yourself than you ever did when you work for someone else. Is that
a lot harder? A lot harder.
So you know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, how many employees you got there?
We got 4. 5. 5.
Okay, 5 employees. So that means you still got to put in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, and and that's another thing when you have your own business. Say your business hours may be, like you say, 11 to 8 or whatever. People don't realize that it's not like you just wake up at 10:30 in the morning to start at 11.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta put in some time before then.
Yeah.
So what's the average day for Chubb look like?
Well, when we first started, I was in there from 4 o'clock to about 4 a.m. to about 11 at night. And then you start learning more and more, prepping before. So then I got some employees. So now we start prepping the day before and cook everything fresh the day of. So now I got employees that come in at 6. Usually I get there about 9, stay till about 7 or 8. Last week I was working a lot, so I was opening and closing. So just depends. Even on my days off, I'll find my way in there.
Yeah, well, I think I walked in there one time and I called myself being incognito. I had a bucket hat on and I had it all pulled down over my head. And I get to the counter, I place my order and I'm getting ready to pay for it. And the little lady behind the counter says, "Is your name Ricky?" And I was like, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" She goes, Your food is free today. So I got to thank you for that, man. That caught me off guard. I was like, even when he ain't here, he here.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
That's all right though, man. I just wanted to show some love on air because you know, a lot of times when people do nice things for you that they don't have to do, it goes unnoticed and unrecognized. And I did not want to be one of those people. So
I
I
appreciate,
appreciate that. This beer garden, man, tell me about it. What brought that whole concept up to?
That's actually my wife. She, for years, as we was talking about me starting a restaurant, she always wanted a bar to be a part of it. Well, you see how small my restaurant is, so we can't have a bar in there. So she's like, let's make a beer garden. So we fenced it off, put tables back there, TVs, got 3 TVs back there. So you can go out there and enjoy some beer, eat your dinner, conversate, have fun.
Now, and is that open at the whole time in your restaurant's open? Okay. Because I came by the other day, but I didn't go back and see that part. But I'm gonna have to go back there.
Yeah, man, going back.
Yeah, I don't drink, but you know, I'll still go back there and look around.
You can have your soda.
Yeah, well, if I have a Sprite, man, I might be drunker than anybody there. I mean, when I get on them Sprites, man, it's on in my life. I mean, I have had a Sprite, and I'd probably be the drunkest person in the bar.
That's all right.
But no, man. Again, real proud of you.
Appreciate
So tell me more about your about what the whole restaurant business, man. Just tell me, what's your take on it after being in it for a few months? How are you feeling about it?
It's hard work, man, but it's a true labor of love for me. It's hard work, but I don't mind doing it.
Yeah.
I love going in.
Well, didn't you have to go somewhere the other day for a chicken breast or something?
Yeah, man. I went all the It's hard to find bone-in chicken breasts right now. And like everywhere is like $8.99, $9.99 a pound. So I traveled like an hour and a half away. I couldn't get a hold of them, so I drove out there to find out they didn't even have none.
Wow.
But
how
I mean,
far did you? What was the name of that little?
It was David City.
Yeah.
David City.
You drove to David City,
Yeah.
and they didn't have none.
Yeah, all the way for some chicken that they didn't have.
But that's all right, man. That's dedication.
Yeah, man.
And plus, you know what you want, and you go for it.
Yeah.
So I hope that you get your supply chain worked out.
We found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, hey, I noticed that you have this one lady there that works there. I forget her name. She was there today. She was
Margaret.
Yes.
Margaret.
Very nice lady, man.
Yeah, Margaret's a good girl.
Yeah, you got good employees, man. And you know, and that's gonna help a lot too, because customer service, I don't know if you've noticed it, but in my travels in the course of a day, customer service skills are let's just say they're not as good as they used to be.
They got to be on point in my place.
Yeah, well, that I know, and that's what I'm saying that for, because I mean, every time I come in there, I'm treated with respect, and people are very people friendly,
That's what's up.
and I admire that, because I've went into some places, I won't call the names of them, but I've went into places, man, where I almost felt like I was inconveniencing them to spend my money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of refreshing to go somewhere and you know, people actually ask you, can they help you?
Yeah, well,
what can I
come
get
to my
for you?
place? We want you to feel like your family.
Yeah, well, you do a great job of that, and your employees do it when you're not there. So, big shout out to your employees. Now, you was telling me something about your wife is attending school right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's at Wesleyan. She's gonna get her master's here next year.
Okay, and that's in what?
Sociology. But don't
Okay.
get mad at me, babe, if I'm wrong. It's one of them.
Okay.
I know she's a counselor right now at Wesleyan.
Oh, okay.
So she's
Okay.
doing her practicum.
Well, big shout out, young lady. Keep doing big things. You know, we proud of you. I just want to
Yep,
give you
yep.
some love on air.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So, what else is going on with you, man? I know you got the food truck. I know you're doing your business. What else you got going on?
Man, we kids, grandkids. Love my grandkids.
I saw a picture of one of them, and she had that look like, if you mess with my grandpa,
Yeah.
they're
Last
gonna-
night.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's gonna be a misunderstanding.
Yep. Them are my babies, man.
Yeah. How many grandkids you got?
We got 9.
Nine.
Nine.
Grandkids.
Wait. 8, 9, 10, 9 or 10. Heck, they spitting them out so random. I don't even know.
That's all right, as long as you don't forget their names.
I don't forget their names.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, I'm real proud of the fact that you seem like you incorporate a lot of your family in your business
Mhm.
too.
Yeah,
That's
it's family owned and operated.
Yeah, that's cool. So you are the boss,
Mm-hmm.
and you just bring in family members to make sure we keep everything going.
Yeah. And
That's-
even if you don't see them in the restaurant, I got my daughter taking care of the social media. So they help even behind the scenes.
Now, are you planning to stay in Nebraska long term, or what do you think?
I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be here.
Okay, good, because sometimes people start businesses and the next thing you know, they up and gone, man.
I love Nebraska. I wish I found it earlier.
Got you. What made you want to come to Nebraska though? I'm just kind of curious.
My daughter went to live with her mom. I had custody of her. She went to live with her mom in Sydney. So I went to go visit her a couple of times out there, and I was like, I like it out here. And then she got a ride here to the university, went to college here. And so I came out here quite often. I was like, I like it. So when she graduated, she's like, Dad, come out here and start your business. I can help you run it. So I talked to my wife, and I was like, let's do it. In 2014, September, came out here.
And you came from California, right? Well, one thing should have been different. The cost of living should have been a little better here than it was.
Man.
Well, California, I mean, I've never lived there myself, but I got a lot of buddies out there, especially in LA. And man, that's one thing that they consistently remind me of is the cost of living.
Yeah.
And just the other day, I saw a thing where gasoline was like $7 and something a gallon.
Yeah, it's crazy out there, man.
And he said that was just in one spot. It's higher than that in other spots. I'm like, wow. I mean, I might have to invest in a bicycle or something.
Yeah, man, we was working. I was working, 3 jobs? She was working 2 just to pay rent. And we was broke again at the end of the month.
Wow. So the cost of living, I like I said, I've never lived there personally, but I've heard a lot of people, a lot of friends that do live there. And that's the one common denominator, man. It's like, yeah, the weather is great, but you pay.
Yeah.
You really have to pay to live there.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of bad too, in a way, because man, I see a lot of homelessness out there.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed about California. I mean, what little I do know is a lot of homeless. And if the cost of living is high as they say it is, I mean, I guess I can understand that. So when you came out here, it was kind of like a break.
Yeah.
Had to be a break.
Yeah.
Because LA, man, y'all got traffic like I've never seen before. I mean, I'm from Texas, but we have traffic in Dallas area, but man, LA is like a parking lot out there.
Being out here so long, you forget about it until you get out there.
Yeah.
And then when you got to go with a half hour out, that takes you 2 hours because it's traffic time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, man, I tell you what, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to hear that you're thinking about staying too, because that means a lot. I want to talk to you about some other things, but I think we're going to take a quick break.
All right.
So don't you guys go anywhere, man. 93.7 the tickets to get you happy on an hour. We'll be right back with Chubb, man.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 17th are pre-packaged brisket for just $4.99 per pound. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, stop by the grand opening of the 30th and Yankee Hill location on October 14th and 15th and spend $100 in-store and receive a free cooler of Certified Piedmontese beef. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Yet another Nebraska winter is looming, and you know you're going to need tires on your vehicle. Don't fret, they are all on sale now during the October Spectacular event at Graham Tire Company. Buy 3 Kumho tires and get the 4th tire free with the purchase of an install package. Save big on Goodyear, Hankook, Nokian, and more. Big rebates on select Goodyear tires that will double when you use your Goodyear credit card. It's their biggest sale of the year, and it's happening now. GrahamTireLincoln.com, getting you to the places that matter most.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. And now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company. And with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
Husker fans, head coach Amy Williams and your Husker women's basketball team want to see you at Pinnacle Bank Arena this season. Season tickets are on sale now. Reserve your spot to cheer on the Huskers as they take on some of the best teams in the Big Ten and around the country. Opponents include Creighton, Maryland, Indiana, Iowa, and more. To buy tickets, go to huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. They have a full season of fun set for this year. For promotional information, visit huskers.com. Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet. College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Bure's Cheese Spread, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons, on the Get Your Happy On Hour. I got my boy Chubb in the house, man, and we just talking about a lot of different things during the break. And I guess the one thing I want to say is this. Man, this guy's got a menu that I definitely want to talk about. But before I do that, I got to give a shout out to a few people that are listening in. Big shout out to my little brother Brett down in Oklahoma. Thanks for tuning in. And some young man said he saw me. I might need Austin's help on this. Austin?
Yeah, Brian.
Brian, and who else over there?
Yeah, Brian said he saw you on Wednesday getting Heavenly Waffles.
What? Man, you caught me getting my eat on. Okay. Appreciate that.
He did. Benjamin tuning in on Facebook. You have Brett on YouTube. And Tina. She's listening.
What Tina say?
She said she's studying social work, so you nailed it. Well done.
Yeah, good job, young man. You can go home tonight, okay? Well, I want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in. I love to have fun. I think that's pretty well documented. Back to my guest. Chubb, what kind of menu you got, man? Tell me about your menu.
Man, we got a little bit of everything. We have our specialties. We top of the list is a stash. I have a buddy that went down on his bike, so I named that after him. It's a hot link with pulled pork coleslaw. You got like your 413s, mashed potatoes, and then you go over to your combos, and those come with your proteins, your two sides. We have daily specials. Tuesday we have Taco Tuesday, so that's pulled pork or catfish tacos. Catfish tacos off the chain, man. They come with collard greens.
Y'all heard him. He's telling you what's happening, so don't say you didn't know.
Yeah, our ribs, catfish. Come out and check it out.
Well, I was going to also ask, see, the weather's getting ready to change up here. And I know a lot of times people aren't real quick to go out, but they will call in orders to come pick up. What's that process like?
All you have to do is call the restaurant at 402-730-3563. Place your order, and we will take the credit card over the phone. You come on in and pick it up.
Oh, that's simple enough. And as far as if anybody want to just do a little more research on your restaurant, you have like a website? Or?
Yeah, we do. It's www.sofacocina.com.
Okay. Well, I know you got a Facebook page with that same title, right?
Yep, Facebook and Instagram.
All right, y'all heard it live from the man himself. Man, I'll be honest with you again. I don't understand a lot about the restaurant business because I've never done it, but I do know it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say I'm proud of you again, man.
Thank you.
Because it's so easy to say, man, you know what? This is too much. And there's nothing about you that says that to me. It sounds like to me you're serious about this and you're in it for the long haul, man. And I just want to wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate it.
I had another question for you, but you might not can answer it, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is some of your goals for your restaurant? Do you have any goals?
Man, I just wanted to grow. I wanted to grow. My goals are to have my grandkids in there learning it, because when I'm gone, I want it to be theirs.
Gotcha. So you're basically starting something that you want to continue from now on.
Correct.
That's a fair goal. And that's a goal that's attainable too. So you're doing it the right way because you got them grandkids in there already. And they I still can't get past that little one that you had on Facebook where her face was painted.
Yeah, that's Adrian. It was her second birthday yesterday.
Second birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, young lady.
So Adrian that works in there, that's his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Man, I mean, that look on her face was just priceless, dude, because she was looking like she's not to be messed with.
She's a character.
At 2.
Yeah.
At 2 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me something else about Chubb that we don't know.
Something you don't know.
Yeah.
Well, man, I love to play dominoes. I love to play dominoes.
You got some skills on the dominoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love to ride. I like to get on my Harley when I can. This year, I think I rode it maybe 3 or 4 times.
Well, you've been busy, though.
I've been busier than the one-legged man in the kickboxing contest.
So he been busy, y'all. That's all right. But hey, I remember coming out to your house when you invited me out, and I saw that bike, and I was going to ask you about it. Me myself personally, I ain't got nothing against motorcycles. I'm just scared of them. They don't have enough doors on them for me, but that's okay. I mean, that's just me. I have a fear of everybody else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because when you ride motorcycles, you got to be very defensive.
Very defensive.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that scares me about it. And I just, like I said, I have nothing against anyone that does ride them. And I just think that, man, you have to be extremely careful because I think yellow at a red light means speed up instead of slow down in a lot of cases. And if you're on a motorcycle, that's a no-win situation if someone goes through a yellow light.
You got to keep your eyes peeled back for sure.
So all I'm going to say is be careful.
I will.
Okay. What else about Chubb that we don't know, man? I mean, just tell us something that we don't know.
Something you don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be nothing real deep. Something funny about Chubb.
uh, man, that's a tough one.
I
You
got
know,
one. I got a question for
what's
you.
that?
Then. What's up with the diggets and diggeteers?
Oh, what's that? Diggets and diggeteers. Because I always say I got a tagline. That's your dig or whatever, man. It's just been something that's been with me all the time. And I'm gonna call my wife out, but she kept saying, "Stop doing that. That's ghetto." But people are calling that, like they'll walk in. I'll be at a grocery store, and all of a sudden I'll hear, "What up, Chubb? You dig?" So that's staying with me. So now I call all my people's diggets and diggeteers.
Well, you know what, man? I think it's funny, and I think it shows your personality.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is this, man. Our society is different, but I think when people are being themselves, I think it's a lot easier now for people to accept you for who you are versus who you should be.
Yeah.
Because like I know back in the day, if you was a business owner, you had to carry yourself a certain way. You had to talk a certain way. You had to look a certain way. But I don't think that's so much the case anymore. I think people go more with being real because they can recognize and they can deal with real. It's the fake that kind of throws everybody off. And we get a lot of fake. I mean, I don't watch a lot of TV, but the few times that I do, they constantly remind me of all the fake. That's just what I see. I mean, but I don't watch, like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV. And apparently you probably don't have time to watch TV that much because you always grinding.
Yeah, well, man, when I'm not, I'm watching Martin. So when I do watch TV, I'm tuned into Martin.
So you getting your happy hour. But hey, I did notice that you got some skills though, because you be dancing and stuff when you make your little videos. And you got your music on, so I take it you like music as well.
I love music. I love to sing. It's probably another thing people don't know. Well, a lot of people don't know, but I love to sing. So, I was embarrassed. My wife brought that out of me, singing, getting on stage, cooking. I put that on the back burner for a lot and stuff. And I knew I can do it. Just never had that self-esteem to do it.
And, I'm glad you brought that up because, see, sometimes, man, when we have talents, because no one knows we have them, we are almost afraid to show them. And I'm glad you brought that out of you because I think that's important, man. We get one life. I mean, one life. That's all we get. And you hear people, and this is just an example. You hear people say this a lot. Well, I do. I hear people say, "Hey, man, I'm going to work till I'm a certain age, then I'm going to retire, then I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." But, in reality, a lot of times people maybe make it to retirement, but they don't live as long after retirement as they thought they would. And they end up not even being able to really enjoy their retirement because whether it's poor health, whether it be just unexpected stuff that happens. So I just think that I think that's where I came up with this concept of every day you're blessed to see is another day in paradise. I think that's important because if you live in your life for what's going to happen down the road, as far as I know, I don't know if people getting contracts that they're guaranteed to live a certain length of time. That's just my personal opinion, but that's the way I see life. So I think it's important to be happy and do what you love, man. Every chance you get.
Yeah.
Just in case you don't get another chance.
Exactly.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Now I got to ask you this one question. What made you pick Havelock?
Man, so true story. I came out here in 2014 with the dream to start a little restaurant.
Okay.
And I just always kept going to that building, the one I'm in now. And it sat empty forever. But like I said, I never made a move because the money was too good. And I was like, whatever. So then it became a pasta place and then another barbecue spot. And I just happened to be at a buddy's because, our little, I call it a community. Like all of us support each other. So I was at Motor Foods and telling him how good it looked. And he was saying, "Well, when are you getting a place?" And I was like, "Man, they're just expensive." And he told me where I'm at now is available. And I was like, "Man, I just seen an ad on Facebook like 2 weeks ago." He said they closed down. So I went and checked it out. And I just believe it was God's timing. God said, here you go. And I got it.
Okay. So you always wanted to be, because if I remember correctly, you live on the south side, right?
Yeah, 70th and Pioneer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So that's what made me wonder why you chose.
Man, I always loved that area. Like
Yeah.
I said, that building, just something about that building just kept attracting me, calling me. Man, I just go up and look at it and just stare at it.
Yeah.
Just visualize what I can do in there.
Huh. And so one day you just went on and made it happen.
Made it happen, yeah.
Wow, man. That's amazing because, like I said, starting off in a food truck, working your way up to a brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's, and I had a guest last week that did similar to that, which is Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to Charles out there, man. Mary Ellen's too. I was impressed with the way he went about it as well. And I see you going on a similar path.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do what you got to do till you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think that's real smart, man. So congratulations on the brick and mortar too, man, because that right there is going to, that at least gives you a base.
Yeah.
So you got something to build on. Charles and I, we talk quite a bit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good friends. He's like a little brother to me, and I always support him. And and I told him, matter of fact, I talked to him today, and I told him, I said that I was going to have you on, and that I'm supporting you as well. I want you to do well, man. Mm-hmm. I want you to tell everybody again, man, what's the name of your restaurant, how they can find you.
First, let me say thanks to and much respect and love to Charles, because right before I started, I say back in like December, January, I went in his restaurant. He pulled me into the, Sweet A?
Yes.
We sat in there, man. He just gave me all the scoop on the restaurant, stuff I can do, and just showed nothing but love, man. So I appreciate that, Charles. And our restaurant.
Big shout out to Charles, man. That's real big, man, for you to do that, because see, a lot of people would have took that as competition.
Yeah.
And he didn't take it that way.
Yeah.
He just saw an opportunity to help you, man. Got love for people with that mindset.
Yeah. And I would do it for the next person coming up, man.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we live in a takedown society, I call it. Everybody is me. It's like when they climb the ladder and they get to the top, they pull the ladder up behind them,
mm-hmm.
Versus leaving it down to help someone else.
Yeah. Not me. Only time I look down on somebody's when I'm pulling them up.
There you go. I respect that, man. And you keep that mindset, because that's where your blessings come from too. A lot of people don't know that. They think if they help somebody else, it's going to cut them out. I help people all the time, and I do it just from my heart.
Yeah.
I don't have any motive of what I'm going to get from it. I do it because it's the right thing to do. I understand that concept. So it's good to see that I'm not on an island when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But I had asked you another question before you gave Charles that shout out. Man, you made me lose my train of thought.
The restaurant name of it.
Yes.
It's Sofa Cocina, 6105 Havelock Avenue.
Okay. And your hours again?
11 to 8, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday is 12 to 5, and Monday is 4 to 8.
4 to 8. Okay. And you also got a beer garden?
Got a beer garden, yeah. So you can come out there and chill. We're gonna have fire pits out there here shortly.
Okay. Well, hey, he's doing big things. Y'all have to be sure and check it out. We're gonna take one more break on 93.7 The Ticket to get you happy on hour. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge.
Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. I'm Matt Knipe with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand that no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide easy payment plan options that suit your budget. No credit checks, no hefty interest rates, just straightforward renting solutions designed with you in mind. Find great options to make a beautifully furnished space or surround yourself with the latest gadgets. With Ace Rent-to-Own, it's all within your grasp. Visit acerentoown.com and bring home more than just a product. Bring home a lifestyle. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com. where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Well, we're back. 93.7 The Tickets to Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons, and I'll be real honest with you, man. I got my boy Chubb here with me tonight, and I've learned quite a bit, man. Guy came from California and started a food truck after having a very successful career prior to that, and then opening up a brick and mortar. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment, man. I'm just honored that you took time out to come be with us tonight, man, and share with everybody what you're doing, and hopefully people listening will come out and check out what you're doing and bring you some more business your way, man.
Right on.
Well, let me ask you this. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody out there?
I just want to say thanks to everybody for supporting me. I appreciate you guys. I truly do. And I know without you guys, it would be no me.
Simple enough. I love people that show love and show gratitude. Because I think sometimes they get overlooked. It's a big deal to me, but apparently it's not a big deal to everybody. So when I see it, I recognize it. I appreciate it. Again, I got to thank you, man, for being a guest tonight. But I got one last question before we wrap up, man. It ain't no secret that I can't dance, but I think I can dance. And let me tell you, let me tell you, I be jamming. But, don't nobody agree with me but me. But thanks, I do suffer from high self-esteem, so it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks about my dancing. I love me some me, and I love the way I dance, okay? I want to know how you get your happy on, man.
Man, I get my happy on, man, by simply waking up, man, and then enjoying the day with my family. I love my kids. I adore my grandbabies. And I love my wife, man. So anytime I get to spend with them, I get my happy on.
There you go. That's fair enough. And Austin, I need you to tell us about this new boss in your house, man. Share what his name is.
Yeah, Beckett Alexander Orman.
Okay, and
21 inches, 8 pounds, 2 ounces when he popped out.
And he's 9 days old and already running everything.
Running the joints. And he knows it. Let me tell you, he is the cutest little sucker I've ever seen.
Well, man,
he's worth every second.
Congratulations. I hope you're able to get some sleep at some point.
Honestly, hasn't been too bad.
Hasn't been bad?
Dad didn't sleep too much anyways to begin with, so it's just fitting right in.
Okay.
Just fitting right in.
Okay. Well, as long as you know there's a new boss in town.
That was made very clear to me.
Okay. Well, hey, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show, man, and I appreciate all the support I get. And I wrap up every show the same way, man. I want everybody to understand that every day that you're blessed to see is just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to keep your head up, and you got to get your happy on. Thank y'all. See you next week.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and Decorators composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance and to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online to deckcityne.com.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And Electrical.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their pumpkin chai cream cheese, great with any bagel. Or have a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. And of course, an apple pie dirty chai latte. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no 2 opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no 2 cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Muchachos has been Lincoln's leader for New Mexican barbecue for a few years now, and they've expanded into Omaha. That's right, you can get all your favorites like the pipeline burrito with 3 meats, rice, beans, queso, and crushed chips, or any of their great taco options in Lincoln or Omaha. Plus, they want to give back, as the Malachi Coleman Give-A-Rito, a 2-meat hatchback burrito, gives proceeds to the Fly Like Kai Foundation for the Lincoln foster care community. Stop by Muchachos in Lincoln at 11th and L or in Omaha at 1258 South 13th Street.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more.